How's it going, guys? Today I'm going to be breaking down what I use for running with my shoes, what kind of watch I use, what I listen to music with, what supplements I take, gels, and how I fuel. And I'm going to give you all of my recommendations on what I use running. So let's get right into it. So starting off with shoes, I use the Hoka Mach 6s. These just have the foam bottom. I use them for all of my runs. They are the only shoe that I've ever had, and they've worked really good for me. They're the foam bottom. They're pretty squishy, but they're still firm to where it's not gonna hurt my foot, which I really do like about this shoe. I've ran all of my weekly runs. I'll run in these shoes. I've even used them for a marathon. They held up really good. My feet didn't hurt at the end of that, which was awesome. So I really do like these shoes. I have thought about getting some newer ones just because I've had these shoes for around a year now. So not quite sure what I want to upgrade to. Let me know down in the comments what your recommendations are. But these shoes, they're a really solid shoe. I really like how they've worked for me over the years. So highly recommend this shoe if you're just getting started or if you want to run a marathon. I know for marathons, usually if you're going for speed, you kind of want that carbon plated shoe. I've never personally ran with that, so I don't know quite how that shoe works, but really love this shoe if you're looking for good cushion, good support. Really like this shoe. So next, we'll kind of talk about the watch that I use. So I use the Apple Watch. I just have the regular Apple Watch SE. I think this thing came out in like 2020. I was given it as a gift before I even started running. So that's all I've used. I don't really have the money to upgrade, but this watch, it works good for like the lower mileage runs, but I noticed on longer runs the battery life, it's not the greatest anymore. It used to be pretty good, but it's really tapered off, and the battery, it actually died on one of my long runs, which I was a little disappointed about. But I really like how this looks in the app, how it gives you your heart rate, your different splits. It's a really, really good watch. I feel like the readout's really accurate now. Before, I did run into some issues with it giving me improper pacing. So if you're looking for a running watch, wouldn't really recommend this Apple Watch. I've heard really good things about the Garmin watches, and I plan on getting one eventually here. I've heard the Forerunner's a really good watch if you're just getting started out. But this Apple Watch, it does the job, does what I need it to do for now. So I'm gonna keep using it. Yeah. So next we'll kind of talk about what I use to listen to music with. So what I use to listen to music are these right here. They're the Shocks Open Run Minis. I have a really small head, so that's why I get the minis. They work really well, very transparent too, so you can hear what's around you, which I think is really important, especially when you're running like in town, through stoplights and things like that. You can really hear your surroundings, and they also have good quality sound as well. So really enjoy these. They have really good battery life. They'll last for days without me having to charge them, which is really convenient. Really recommend these if you're looking for something new to listen to, like music or podcasts while you run. They're just a super good headphone that you can wear. Really recommend, really enjoy these to use. And I really like these because when I would run with AirPods, but I found out that those would fall out. So they didn't really fit in my ear very well. With these, they just go around your ear really nicely. So it works out super well. If you're running, they stay on your head when you're running too. I used to run with some Beats headphones that like kind of go around the ear. And those would start to like hurt around my ear as the run went on. So I kind of went away from that, and because these, they just go right over the ear, it makes it a lot more comfortable on those longer runs. So next, I'm going to talk about kind of what I use before the run. So I use, I'll do 2 scoops of G1M Sport before long runs. If I'm just doing a lighter run, I'll just do 1 scoop of that. Really helps with hydration and fueling the body. So really recommend this. I mean, I used it on all my longer runs. I used it for the marathon, and it's just a really good product that I enjoy using. It's high in sodium, has carbs as well, so all those things that I need when I'm going out to run. So I take that before I run, and then I usually have a Go bar as well. So this Go bar, once again, 200 calories, higher in carbs, so really good for me before the run to just help me fuel throughout the run. Now getting into what I have during the run, I found what worked for me are honey stinger energy gels or energy chews. So when I ran the marathon, this is what I used. I tried different gels. I tried a couple of the Go gels and goos, and I couldn't get them down because they didn't taste the best for me. I can get these down though. They basically just taste like honey, which is super nice. So pop one of those on my long runs, depending on what I'm doing for that day. And I really like these energy chews because you can just pop them in your mouth and kind of almost suck on it while you're running, which is really convenient. They taste good, and they help fuel you as well. So this is what I would recommend on your long runs. If you're like struggling to get the goos or gels down, these ones, they just taste just like honey. So it's easier mentally to get them down. So that's what I use for like supplements before the run and during the run. So now kind of getting into like how I store all these things. For the marathon, I went with a vest. This is just one I found on Amazon. It's a water buffalo vest. I used it because it's got these waters right here, and a lot of pockets where I could store those gels, which is super nice. I did a few runs with this before the marathon. It's something you need to get used to. It's on the longer runs, it did chafe a little, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend the vest. My roommate who I ran the marathon with, he has a running belt, which is I really like. I haven't been able to use it or buy my own yet, but I'm really looking into like buying a belt to store my things because it's just less bulky, especially like on shorter runs or a little bit longer of a run. I think it's important to You know, have a place to store like your phone, your gels, especially because you don't want them bouncing around in your pockets. So I'd recommend the belt over the vest, just because the vest, when you're running, it's kind of just feels heavy on you, and it can also start chafing on your skin, which is never a good thing that you want to do during the marathon. Now with this, I also you're not going to have these storage for the water bottle holders. I really want to get one of those water bottles that you hold in your hand. I think those are the way to go, especially like on your semi-long runs, like if you're doing 7 to 10 miles and you just need to carry some water with you during the summer. I think those are a great product to have. I'll put up what those are on the screen so you guys kind of know what I'm talking about. But I think I'm gonna get one of those for this year. I think that'll just help reduce some weight, especially from this vest, and it'll make me feel a little bit lighter when I'm running too. So that would be my recommendation. Get one of those handheld waters to take with you on your runs. Now I also have this headlamp here for when I'm running in the night. It's just an LED headlamp that you can get off of Amazon. It's nothing special. Honestly, my recommendation for a headlamp is just try to find something that fits well on your head, because some of them, they can be tight, they can dig in to your forehead and stuff like that. So you wanna find a good headlamp that's right for you. So kind of just trial and error with these until you find the right one. This one works fine. I don't run too much in the dark, but when I do, this does the job, works really well for me. So that is what I use when I run. All my recommendation, that's all my stuff that I use. If you have any questions, feel free to throw them down in the comments section. And let me know what you guys use for gear, because I'm always trying to find new things to use and try. So let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next one.